Now, Sylvia, the man in the pinstripe suit said, beginning to extend his hand downward. I'm going to make a deal with you. Listen carefully. The deal I now offer is absolute truth. In exchange for absolute silence, I will tell you a secret, a very important secret, one that pertains specifically to you, Sylvia. And in exchange for this secret, you will never, for all the days of your life, no matter the event, no matter the cost, you will never speak it to anyone. That is the price of the absolute truth that I will speak to you. And if even a single false word shall pass my lips, then as my end of the deal, my punishment for breaking it, then I place my very existence, mind, body, and soul. If a single lie shall cross my lips in this moment, speaking this secret to you and you alone, then my existence itself will be forfeit. The power of the deal will destroy me entirely. I will neither go to heaven nor hell, nor have a soul left to travel there. I will simply cease to be. Sylvia, do you accept the terms of this deal? The man in the pinstripe suit said, extending his hand downward, a bright red seal beginning to form on the back of his hand. Sylvia began to raise her hand ever so slowly, a slight tremble in it, as if she's scared, as if she's wondering why this man, a man with such unbelievable power, said to stand above all others, to be untouchable, would make such a deal with her. But in the end, she clasps his hand tightly. I agree. The deal is made. And in the moment, a massive red seal appears on the chest of the man in the pinstripe suit. A whirl of blinding red light, so intense it almost fades into white, burning that same symbol into his chest. And the back of Sylvia's hand as well glows a bright red, and the same symbol appears upon it. The exact same symbol that appeared on my hand when I agreed to give him a favor in exchange for a secret that changed my life. And with that, it is done, the man in the pinstripe suit replied, leaning downwards and getting ever so close to Sylvia. Placing his face right beside hers, he began to whisper. Of what? I have no idea. For a few moments, the whisper continued, and I wondered what exactly he was telling her. What secret was it? I don't know why it is, but anytime something's a secret, it only makes you want to know what it is that much more. After a short time, the man in the pinstripe suit stood up to his feet, the bright red seal upon his chest dissipating, vanishing into the air as wisps of red energy, his hand slipping away from Sylvia's. And yet Sylvia didn't budge. She seemed frozen there, her hand still sitting in the place where the grasp, the shake, the deal was made. She had stopped crying altogether and instead just looked dumbfounded, as if she couldn't believe what she had heard. So, Sylvia, I ask you now, what will you do? How will you use the information that I have given you? What choice will you make? As her hand stood frozen there in the place where she had shaken on the deal, it slowly began to curl into a fist, clenching tightly in itself. Reginald P. Worthington will see his destiny. he will become a full-fledged dealer. No matter the cost, I will see to it. Even if it costs my life, it will be done, Sylvia said, beginning to stand to her feet. Well, that's quite the change of heart, Sylvia. But I can't say that it doesn't work to my advantage anyways. I don't care, Sylvia replied. Even if it does work to your advantage, even if you get exactly what you want, it doesn't matter. I will walk the path, danger or not. Reginald P. Worthington will become a full-fledged dealer, and I will be there to see it. Reginald, Sylvia said, turning back towards me. She still had a few tears in her eyes that hadn't completely gone away yet, but the expression on her face was no longer one of sorrow. Congratulations, you get to live. And as a bonus, I have decided to join your employ. I now work for you. My knowledge, my experience, my resources. Consider them yours, Reginald. But my work schedule shall not interfere with me seeing my daughter. Is this agreed? She said, staring at me intensely. Sure, I responded, a little worried about her level of intensity. And this sudden change. What the hell did he say to her? Oh, and as well as being your employee, I am also your new magic instructor. You have a lot of work to do, and your little friends are going to join in. The days of me sitting back and hoping you make progress on your own have passed. As of this moment, you're all training under me, and I assure you, I am a very strict teacher. We shall begin lessons tomorrow morning. Is that understood? Sylvia asked. Yeah, sounds great, I replied, very warily, and honestly not wanting to upset her. I know Pinstripe told her something, but honestly the rapid change is making me feel like she's a little bit unstable right now. So regardless, I'm just going to go with it. Wow, Mr. Pinstripe, you must be a really convincing guy, Alice said, smiling over to the man in the pinstripe suit. Oh, well, thank you, Alice. I can be quite convincing when I need to be. However, it appears my time here has come to a close. I do have other things to attend to, so I bid you adieu, he said as he grabbed his cane floating in the air, and with a snap of his fingers, was gone again. Man, I can't make heads or tails of that guy. Is he bad or good? I mean, he seemed to just do something good, or did he? Ugh, it's impossible to tell. Did he just save my life, or sell me out? I don't know, because it's a super top magic secret that she can never ever tell anyone about. Ugh, how inconvenient. One of these days, I'm going to get a grip on who that guy is. I'm going to have to if I need to beat him in a contest. And that power, the deal, that sounds like some definitely useful stuff. So that means if I can complete the cycle and become a full-fledged dealer, then I can have access to that power? Make anything possible? It sounds insane. Or insanely useful, depending on how you look at it, I thought to myself, holding my new cane to my chin, trying to roll the thoughts through my head and see what Pinstripe's game plan might have been. The problem being that his access to information makes trying to guess what he might have told her basically impossible. I mean, he knows almost everything. Or everything, depending on how you think about it. At this point, I don't know if things have gone my way or not. But for the time being, I have a new employee and a new magic teacher. So, for the moment, I'll call it a win.